All right, today we have a lighter topic of discussion from last video. And last video was kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I put all the clips like after what I was talking about. I want to be showing the clips before. So we're gonna try that this video right now.
I remember having a Dell Dimension 233 back in the day, and if you wanted to get the one that had slightly better graphics, they would give you a free installation of Microsoft Office. And with Microsoft Office back in the day, it came with Clippy. Whether or not you like Clippy and whether or not you like Microsoft Office or having an operating system that had the browser built into it that could easily get you a virus when you visited other websites that were trying to invade your privacy, the one thing that you could say, unlike Facebook, who is trying to profit off of young girls that feel suicidal, Clippy simply wanted to help. He might have been annoying, but he just wanted to help. There were no ulterior motives. If you told Clippy that you were having a bad day, he wasn't going to use that information to try and figure out which advertiser to sell you to, nor was he trying to steal your personal data or get you to purchase other Microsoft products. He had no ulterior motives. He was simply there to help. Unlike many modern pieces of software, like what you get from Adobe or Intuit, where you can't buy QuickBooks anymore, you can't buy a video editor anymore, you have to pay a subscription fee for it. If I were to boot up that computer that has not been used for 28 years, and I wanted to start up Microsoft Word, I could do so without connecting to the internet. And Clippy would still be there, happy and enthusiastic as ever, simply wanting to help. Adobe is another example of this. This is a company that tried to twist people's arms into having AI and machine learning stuff go through their personal data. Not public data, not the speeches that I give, not my website or my blog posts or my videos, but my private data, the stuff that I'm editing.
But hopefully you saw in that first clip kind of the gist of this video. You know, we're talking about Clippy, bro. And dude, I am so hyped to talk about this subject. This is something I'm pretty passionate about. Right to repair. You know, I've done my own phone repair stuff, and I've been watching Louis Rossmann since he had like 120K subscribers or something like that. Like, I remember watching this man when he had like no subscribers, and I'm so glad that he's got into this point where he has this level of following, you know. And this is a really cool thing. I'm surprised how much attention it's got. But like with right to repair, you know, we really want to make sure consumers are being respected here. And with all this new AI stuff and advertisers taking advantage, like, this is really cool to see.
Clippy simply wanted to help. When Clippy would ask you if you wanted help with writing your letter, Clippy wouldn't even read the contents of your letter. He just wanted to offer suggestions.
Clippy, you know, we don't want to be like Darman over here making the AI content with the Adobe stuff. Clippy is just genuine, straight computer technology, you know. None of that AI crap over here with the Clippy.
One of the elements that stuck out to me was when they were talking about how if an underage girl has deleted a selfie, Meta keeps track of this because they know that this person likely has low self-esteem at that moment that they deleted a picture of themselves, which means that they may be more apt to purchase something from an advertiser of a cosmetic product.
They're targeting underaged girls here, you know. Like, if they see you delete a post, all of a sudden they're like, yo, free advertising. It's really messed up, honestly. Like, these companies just use like all the information they can get to their advantage. If they see, you know, these videos I'm posting or like pictures on Instagram, even like you deleting stuff or sending messages, private messages to other people, they're like going to use those text messages against you, you know. It's just not, it's not cool. Like, I really want a social media platform that keeps our messages private, you know. But what are we gonna do, you know? Like, we have to stand up, we have to get together.
One person putting the mask on, and then somebody else gains the balls to put the mask on, and then 20 or 40 or 100 of them put the mask on. And once 100 or 1,000 of them put the mask on, there's nothing that the leaders can do at that point. Enough people have put it on, and enough people have come together with solidarity, and they're going to do something about it. Now, granted, this may not be the best analogy because, spoiler alert, they were trying to bring back slavery. And
guys, when you see something wrong, you got to do something and say something when you can. Right now, not everyone's going to be able to do something, but this is my little effort here to try to do something about it. You know, putting this video out, hopefully I can make one or two people see the right to repair movement here. I want to show you this next clip of this senator, which is really funny here, who's lobbying, you know, for this stuff to not be passed.
When I speak to a senator about any of the issues that we experience, what's the first thing that an opposition lobbyist is going to say? This bullshit.
We believe this legislation is in search of a problem that does not exist.
Something that's resonated with me is something that you heard early on here, is this is legislation in search of a problem.
This is a solution in search of a problem that does not exist. That was a particularly fun one because she was actually saying that this is not a problem, but on her own personal Twitter, she was talking about how her phone died and nobody could fix it. I said it's 99% inspiration, 1% legislation. What I meant when I did that video is you have to change minds before you can actually change the law. And more importantly, even when you do actually get the law changed, which we have together done on this channel, whether we're talking about a bill that passed in New York State, a bill that passed in Minnesota, California, Colorado, which again, would have never happened without the help of all emailing and calling in when I asked you to, donating to the lobbying efforts, and making your friends and family aware.
This other one too here. Guys, you can see like she's talking about how this stuff is irrelevant apparently, but her phone's broken and now she can't fix it, right? So what should happen? Should she be able to fix her phone, or should Apple charge her $1 million for the new phone screen, right? You guys decide.
They were these people that wore masks, and they pushed back against the new regime. And the purpose of the mask was to let the leaders know that when you see people with this mask, we are against you and your new regime, and we are going to push back against it as often as we can.
And the other thing, you know, is that this got to the point where it got turned into a meme coin, guys. Like, what the heck, bro? Like, I don't think you should be buying meme coins out here, but I'm just impressed that my boy Louis got turned into a meme coin. His idea really got off to that level of traction where people were putting millions of dollars into this Clippy thing, bro. So join the Clippy movement, you know, Clippy gang, dude.
When you come across a time or a situation where you can actually do something, you speak up and you do something. And you don't assume that this is a waste of my time because nobody's going to listen, because nobody else agrees. And even if they agree, they don't have the power because somebody above them doesn't agree. I don't know when it's going to make sense for you to speak up. I don't know when you're going to have the power to do something. But there's going to be a point in your life where if every single person were on the same page, you could do something that otherwise wouldn't have worked, and change can get created. When everybody's on the same page and everybody is in agreement as to what the problem is, things just naturally move smoother. I've noticed this in my business, I've noticed this with my nonprofit, and I've noticed this with general activism. And I'm trying to get a little bit of that going.
They're all like, oh, we all put the meme coin mask on, guys, and then we become part of the Clippy cult. The Clippy movement, where we're all masked behind this meme coin or whatever, bro. But this is more than a meme coin, guys. We need to go out and make a difference, you know. Like, these companies, they're literally, like, scamming us, bro. Like, they're trying to charge certain amounts for their subscription services, but then you email them and you're like, oh, I can't afford that. And then they're like, oh, here's a discount so you don't pirate our software. I paid for Apple Music for months. I was paying $5 a month instead of the usual $10 because I'm a student. And I stopped paying it, you know, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to waste my $5 a month on that. And I can download my own music. And guess what Apple does? They delete my entire music library, not once, but twice. I had an Apple Music subscription, decided to repay it, you know, and got more songs, you know, despite my you know, subscription expiring and losing all my music. I put more songs in there, got more songs back, and then all of a sudden, all my music's gone again just because I decided I'm not gonna to pay because I was mad that they deleted my songs the first time. So my songs from Apple Music got deleted twice, not four times, but twice. You know, I'm not gonna pay them 4 times over. I'm not that retarded, but this is just part of the problem, guys. We need to stand up, be able to repair our own devices. This computer, guys, that I'm using to record this crap, I can't repair this. It's freaking put together like a sandwich, bro. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.
They ain't ready for what we about to bring back. They ain't ready for Tyler with the green hat. They ain't ready for the Wang Sack niggas. Fuck is niggas talking about, nigga. We gon' die, legend.
I hope you stacking. I hope you putting some money to the side, my nigga, and paying your taxes.
Yeah.
I hope you not incriminating you and your niggas on songs if you trapping. I hope you dressing yourself and not following niggas' opinions on fashion. I hope them cars that you driving ain't winning just to get some comments on gram. Oh shit, they all because you not the man. No self-esteem, hotter than lame.